Chapter 47, Part 2. Stanley wondered why the warden lied about the suitcase. He wondered who it legally belonged to. That was one thing he wanted to ask his lawyer, if she really was his lawyer. "It's a miracle they're still alive," said the tall man. "Yes, it is," the warden agreed, with just a trace of disappointment in her voice. "And they better come out of there alive," Stanley's lawyer warned. "This wouldn't have happened if you'd released him to me yesterday." "This would have happened if he wasn't a thief," said the warden. "I told him he would be set free today, and I guess he decided he'd try to take some of my valuables with him. He's been delirious for the last week." "Why didn't you release him when we came to you yesterday?" the tall man asked. "She didn't have the proper authorization," said the warden. "I had a court order." "It was not authenticated," said the warden. "Authenticated? It was signed by a judge who sentenced him." "I need authentication from the Attorney General," said the warden. "How do I know it's legitimate? The boys in my custody have proven themselves dangerous to society. Am I supposed to just turn them loose anytime someone hands me a piece of paper?" "Yes," said the woman. "It's called a court order." "Stanley has been hospitalized for the last few days," the warden explained. "He's been suffering from hallucinations and delirium, ranting and raving. He was in no condition to leave. The fact that he was trying to steal from me one day before his release proves." Stanley tried to climb out of the hole, using mostly his arms not to disturb the lizards too much. As soon as he pulled himself upward, the lizards moved downward, keeping out of the sun's rays. He swung his legs up and over, and the last of the lizards hopped off. "Oh, thank God!" exclaimed the warden. She started toward him and then stopped. A lizard crawled out of his pocket and down his leg. Stanley was overcome by a rush of dizziness and almost fell over. He steadied himself and then reached down and took a hold of Zero's arm and then helped him slowly to his feet. Zero was still holding the suitcase. The lizards, who had been hiding under it, scurried quickly down into the hole. Stanley and Zero staggered away. The warden rushed to them. She hugged Zero. "Oh, thank goodness you're alive," she said as she tried to take the suitcase from him. He jerked it free. "It belongs to Stanley," he said. "Now don't cause any more trouble," the warden warned. "You stole it from my cabin, and you've been caught red-handed. Now, if I press charges, Stanley might have to return to prison. Now, I'm willing, in view of all the circumstances here, to—" "It's got his name on it," said Zero. Stanley's lawyer pushed past the tall man to have a look. "See?" Zero showed her. "Stanley Yelnats." Stanley looked at it too, and there, in big black letters, was Stanley Yelnats. The tall man looked over the head of the others at the name on the suitcase. "And you say he stole it from your cabin?" The warden stared at it in disbelief. "That's impossible. She couldn't even say it.